Hello, it's Jen. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today I want to share with you some things to help you to stop fighting everything that you're experiencing in your life, to allow and seek after your goal and your good things and prosperity and wealth and health. We often hear about the fight against cancer, or I'm going to beat this disease, I'm going to win this battle. And I just want you to think about that for a moment. If we believe and have the premise that all things that come to us, we have had some hand in attracting for some reason or another or in some way, and everything that we experience is for our good and a blessing to us, especially when we seek to see it that way, why would you want to fight against something that you are experiencing? Sometimes we do this consciously, and sometimes we do this kind of unconsciously. We don't realize what we're doing it, but we often block the good that is wanting and trying to come to us and that we desire because we resist it. We think that it's not something that we want, and so we feel like we need to fight against it for whatever reason. If you have a hard time relating to this in terms of your goals and physical disease, think about it with your relationships. If there is someone that wants to fight with you, they want to have a sparring match of words or a physical match with you, if you engage with them in battle, you are going to have a big fight on your hands. And the only way someone wins that fight is by overpowering the other person through the use of force. It is by exerting one's will and suppressing the will and desire of the other person that fight is won. So instead, maybe you've had this experience where somebody wants to engage in some sort of tussle with you in some way, and you simply choose to walk away. Or you simply choose to say, you're right, I'm not going to argue with you. What happens? Everything diffuses. There is no battle to be fought if one side does not choose to engage. And think about the scripture in the Bible. Jesus says, if your enemy smites you on the cheek, turn the other cheek as well. And you think, well, that's kind of crazy. It's the idea of not resisting those things that come to us. Think about this now with your goal. If you have a goal to attract something in your life, how do you achieve that goal? Do you do it by focusing on your goal and what you want? Or do you do it by trying to get rid of everything that you don't want or thinking about the part that you don't want? You want to keep your focus on what you do want. And the things that you don't want, instead of resisting them, giving thanks for them, seeing them as good, and allowing them to come to and pass through you. There is always something to be learned and gained from all of the difficulties that we encounter. If a negative thought comes into your mind and you persist with that thought and with whatever story is involved with that thought, what happens? You feel worse and worse. The thought doesn't go away, it grows and it gets bigger. And it may disappear for a time, but then it will come back again. And as long as you continue to engage with that negative thought process and with that storyline, it will continue to revisit you and to hound you, and it will not go away. Now try this, or imagine this. Next time that negative thought and that story comes into your mind, change your response to it. Allow it instead of resisting it, and say, oh, you know what? I accept you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for telling me where I need some healing. Thank you for telling me what I need to address or what I can learn from something. And as you change your perception about that thought, it may happen immediately with the first time, or it may take some repetition, but you will notice over time that that negative thought pattern stops coming to you. Or that when it does come to you, you don't feel the need to engage with it. It comes and you see it and you recognize it and you just let it pass on by like a cloud in the sky. So now I encourage you to take that same thought process and apply it to any physical issues you're having. Why would you want to fight against some sort of physical issue? But we do this all the time. Oh, I'm so mad at my shoulder. I can't believe it's giving me all these troubles. I'm so upset that my back still hurts. Why won't it just go away? Well, if we continue to engage with our physical pains or our diseases in the same way, they will continue to surface and to be present, just like our negative thoughts will if we continue to engage with them, or like our enemies will if we continue to engage in physical battle with them. So if you have some sort of physical problem, instead of fighting against it, embrace it, welcome it, thank it for coming to you, and see what the opportunity is that it is providing to you for healing. Stop resisting the things that are coming to you. And along with this, allow good to come to you in whatever form it's going to come. You may have a particular goal, but you may start seeing good things come into your life that aren't exactly what you're working toward, but they're still good and helpful. And what we often tend to do is we block those things and we don't necessarily accept them because it doesn't come to us according to our preconceived notions or ideas of what we want and how we want things to come to us. So when we do that, we slow our progress toward our goals. So as you're working toward your goals, as you're striving for more prosperity, for better health, for more wealth, for better relationships, those are all good things. So allow any good thing that comes to you to come into your life. We offer up resistance mentally when we oppose things, when we doubt, when we fear, when we worry, when we get anxious, when we question, when we argue. These are all ways that we offer up resistance. So my encouragement to you is to change the way that you engage with the things that come to you, whether it be a diagnosis of cancer, whether it be back pain that has just been there for months and is really wearying you, whether it be the fact that your goal is taking so much longer to appear than you wanted it to. Whatever the obstacle is that appears before you, instead of trying to use your will to smash it to a million pieces, simply find a way to embrace it and to go around it and to learn from it. Allow that thing to come into your life. Recognize the good that is there to be harvested. Take that good and move forward. You will feel much more at peace and much more at ease as you go about your days if you allow things to come without fighting against them. So take a look at where you might be fighting against things in your own life, whether it's your physical body, your finances, your relationships, your work, your career. And you know that you're resisting things because you're not getting the results that you want. You're not experiencing the health or the happiness or the joy that you want. Allow things to come to you and embrace them and look for the good that you can harvest from them. Accept these wonderful obstacles as growth opportunities and as blessings that are there to help you actually achieve what you want and who you want to become in life. As always, I love sharing these words with you. I hope that you find them helpful, and please share them with others that you know who may benefit as well. And as always, have a fantastic day.